Please state your name and your religion. Also, please give me a brief summary of your religion and customs.
Okay, my name is Fahim Lee. My religion is Islam, which makes me a Muslim. And a brief summary of our religious beliefs is that, Islam is about strict monotheism, meaning the belief in one God who has absolute power, unity, and believing in the following example of his Prophet Muhammad, who lived over 1,400 years ago, and his example of how to worship and how to do good deeds is the way that we feel we get closer to God. And then there are 5 pillars that Islam is based on: believing in Allah, praying 5 times a day, which is called salat, giving an obligatory charity, which is called zakat, fasting during the daylight hours for a month, which is called Siyam, and making a pilgrimage to Mecca, which is current day Saudi Arabia, which is called the Hajj. These are the 5 pillars that a Muslim is required to practice in order to uphold their religion.
Okay. Please answer yes or no to the following questions. Have you been a member of your religion your whole life?
No.
Have you lived in the United States all your life?
Yes.
Do you think the government is changing?
Yes.
Let's go more deeper into the last question I asked you. Did you think the government is changing? Why do you feel that way?
I feel like the government is changing because it seems that civil liberties are becoming a thing of the past, and the government is seemingly not interested in taking care of its citizens as is required by the United States Constitution. So it is changing for the better and for the worse, and we just hope that things continue to get better.
Do you think your religion has an impact on the government? If so, why?
Yes, our religion has an impact on the government because one of the tenets of our religion is to go to the leaders and to advise them and to give them counsel about the affairs of the people that will help the betterment of the society. So in that sense, we have an impact on the government. We just have to exercise it, and the government also has to show us that they're not going to discriminate against us because we're a minority.
Our government has been formed on a platform of Christianity. For instance, our laws and rules now are similar to the 10 Commandments. Thou shalt not steal, and more like that. Do you feel as though the government is being biased towards various religions?
Yes, I believe the government is being biased towards certain religions, particularly our religion, and some of the things that are going on currently with immigrant Muslims and being denied entry into this country. I think that is a direct sign of some type of discrimination, and we hope that this it starts to pass. But yes, overall, besides Christianity, every other religion is a minority, and whatever is a minority is subject to discrimination.
Do you think there is a separation between church and state?
Yes and no. Ideally, the law says that there should be a separation between church and state, but it's very difficult for a nation such as America that is founded on Christian values to just disregard those values because you'll find that a lot of people will revert back to religious principles even in their everyday dealings, even though they might not be actively practicing their religion.
Okay. How do you feel about President Donald J. Trump being leader of the United States of America?
Donald J. Trump's presidency has been one with a lot of activity, but he was rightfully elected by the democratic process and being president. So as such, as a citizen of the United States, we have to accept it, right, wrong, or indifferent.
Do you think he upholds any impacts on your religion affiliation?
Yes, he does. He's been passing a few laws that are kind of directed towards Muslims entering into this country, and he has made some very outlandish statements about religion and Muslims. But the great thing about this democracy is that it's not based on Donald Trump. It's based on the Constitution, and so he has a sworn duty to uphold it.
Okay. If you could say one thing to the United States government, what would that be?
Take care of the people.